Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino and the Great Wu-Tang Clan, Killer Bees on the Swarm.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bizarre from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations, LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
It is a worldwide collaboration song.
All right, man. I'm back at you one more again. This is King Jacob, the Chatterbox, man. We're in the building on Terrific Tuesday, and we have another superstar guest.
All right.
Another star-studded episode for you, man. None other than, national hip-hop recording artist, audio engineer. She grooms artists in the studio to get their sound crisp and clear, so you can hear their sound like you would hear a Jay-Z sound, a J. Cole sound, so on and so forth. And, she's just a dope person all around the board when it comes to the music industry. None other than Annie O. What's good?
What's up? What's up?
Ain't much, man, ain't much. So I'm glad to have you on. So I've been following you for quite a while. I actually been following you for a couple of years. So, and I'm glad to have you on. So just want to ask a question, I have you on this platform because I feel like you have something to say. You know what I mean? You always got something to say, and we can, if anybody ever listened to your music or watch your videos on YouTube, you definitely got something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So for people who want to know, who is Annie O?
Female artist, recording artist, female engineer, all around extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do a little bit of everything.
Okay. So let's take it back when your journey began.
Okay.
How did you get started in the music industry?
Well, I got started as a kid. I was writing my own raps. So I went to like a school of performing arts.
Mm-hmm.
So I started having a passion for it as a kid. And my mother took me to that. And so we just started writing songs and performing, and doing things like that in order to get the music out. But it was something I've been doing since I was a child.
Okay, cool. Great. So when did you realize that this is something that you knew you wanted to do? And when people say, oh man, ooh, you hot, like you need to go to the booth, like when did you get that?
And well, to be honest with you, my mother is the person who told me to do it. You know what I mean? At first, rapping was just something I did because I'm a loner for real. I'm not really a social person. So me writing music was like my way of expressing myself, I guess, to myself. So when she started hearing what I was writing down, she was like, you should actually like record that and do music. Like you should take it more seriously. And then when I started letting other people hear it outside of her, because, I felt like your mama tell you anything, just to, stroke your ego, So when I started playing my music for people outside of that, they started fucking with it and they started like, oh, okay. And I've been doing it ever since then.
Okay. That's what's up. So upon you recording your first single, what was that like for you mentally and emotionally, and upon you listening to it, was you like, oh wow, that's me? Like, how was that feeling for you?
My first song that actually like did numbers, I guess you could say, like when people used to come out and my first song like that was Smash on Sight. And that's a song that I actually recorded and mixed and all that on my own. And that's when I was just working off a laptop and a USB mic, you know what I'm saying? So that was the song that actually showed people who Annie O was. Like I didn't feel like people was hearing me before then. But after Smash on Sight got released, we started performing that everywhere. I started realizing that music was kind of fun. And that was also the start of me becoming an engineer because, I had to figure that out.
So your first song, let me get this straight now. Let me understand everything you just said. You say your first song, you used a USB mic and a laptop,
yeah.
and you mixed and mastered it yourself. And it was a smash hit.
Yeah, about 16. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So you always had a feel for this audio engineering, type profession.
Now, honestly, at first it was just some shit to do. Like I just didn't want to spend an arm and a leg on studio time, or a lot of people play games with females and music, stuff like that. So I just was just messing around at first. And then when I graduated high school, I started going. I needed to do something, so I started going into audio engineering, and I realized that I liked it at that point.
Okay.
Everything. Like I tried to shoot videos, I tried to do tattoos. I did a little bit of everything before I decided I liked it to mix music.
Okay. So was this back home in Detroit, or was this was in Atlanta when you first came out with the music?
I was in Atlanta for sure. Well, I had started first writing in Detroit, but when I had moved down here, it's been that since then.
Okay. So now I'm gonna just give them a taste of who you are. So I'm about to go ahead and play one of your videos on the screen and give them a taste who you are, and we're gonna talk about the artist Annie O and how you come up with your concept for your videos and stuff, and just the creation, of the song and the video, and how you connect them together for the audience. So we live, raw in the cut with yours truly, Annie O. Stay tuned, and I'm about to drop this heat on you right now.
It's Eddie. Don't you say it without the motherfucking
I've been on some other shit lately, as fuck you pay me. The same niggas that call me crazy be plotting to betray me. But I ain't mad cause I get it, trying to knock me off my pivot. Don't be livid, I peek fuck shit for a living. They thought that they was special, I showed them they was despicable. Slapping bitches for $2, it's all cause of the principle.
Annie O, don't say Annie without the motherfucking O!
Yes. So I didn't expect to win this because I'm the underdog. But let me tell you something, I want to thank my mom. Y'all hear me? That's my number one supporter, the love of my life. She always supported my career since day one. So I want to thank my mama for this. And when I wrote by myself, I was part of a group. Those who probably followed my career, I was part of a group named Camp Loyalty. When I wrote by myself, there was a dedication to the end of that and the start of Annie O. And I appreciate y'all for that. Thank you.
Better hold that 9 closer, better learn to keep composure. Once they zip you up in that black bag, deuces inside.
So, listen, like, everybody know you. You got a crazy fan base. And not only that, you put on for the independent artists. And so, tell me about, because you have a write-up with Medium magazine, right?
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. I think this was back in like 2018 that you had a write up with Medium magazine, and I think you did a feature with Little something. I forget his name, but y'all shot a video for it as well. and I was just doing my research. I just Googled you, did my research on you and stuff like that. So you know what I mean. And you got some bangers out there. So with you being such a lyrical monster, yeah, I'm gonna call you a lyrical monster.
Okay.
With you being such a lyrical monster, and you having that street savviness about you, you know, how do other artists connect with you when they want you on a feature?
Just like anybody else, you know, you can just hit me up. Let's do it. See, I don't really like doing songs I don't like, to be honest with you. I don't like to feature on songs I don't like. So if I like the song, then we'll be pretty much in there.
So what kind of attracts you to an artist? You know, because every artist don't talk about the same thing in their music. You know, so say again.
And all artists don't have the same style.
Right. You know, some artists, you know, they just may not really talk about the streets, but they still lyrical. You know what I mean? So you know, and I feel like you're a well diverse person. So I feel like you can hop on anything.
Yeah, I feel like I can too. You know, when I look for artists to collaborate with, I look for creativity. I look for confidence. But for the most part, I just look for a vibe. You know, if we can vibe, we can, you know, do something there. You create anything off a vibe. You know, you just got to make sure the energy right.
Right. Okay, so with you, tell me about is it you got your own label, right?
Right.
So tell me about the label and tell me what do you look for in the artists that want to potentially sign with your label?
Well, really, it's Camp Loyalty. It started as a group and ended up just being me. But if I was going to invest my time into another artist, they would have to be confident. Confidence is key. That's like my number one thing, because with confidence, you could trick anybody into liking your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it be taking. So that, and being able to put words together. Like, a lot of times people don't rap no more. You know, you got people who know how to do the balance of the Atlanta sound and the rap, but for most people, for the most part, they just throw some auto-tune on something and they just keep it moving. So you got to learn how to rap with me, and you got to have some confidence. So those are the two important things: is talent and confidence.
You know, I mean, I'm gonna just give your home city a shout out, Detroit. So this is what I know about Detroit people. They can rap, they can box, and they can play ball. Like real talk. Like real talk, man. Like real talk. Like cats from Detroit really can rap, man. You know, like if you like we gonna take cat, you know, you got a cat like Big Sean, you got a cat like Trick, you got a cat, you got my man like Rostified 9, you know, yeah, man, like you got cats, right, you got cats that really got bars, you know what I mean? And so when I found that you was a Detroit native, I said, okay, then that's why she throw down like that. You know what I mean? And what people don't know, that Detroit is a major city that's popping, you know, not just cause we remember, not just cause we grew up listening to our parents play Motown, but it's just popping. You know what I mean? You know, it's always something to do. And so with that being said, you're in Atlanta now and you're a Detroit native. So how is that sound so different for you? You different. You ain't like most, you know what I'm saying? So you being in the Black Mecca, you know, Atlanta, Georgia, but you from Detroit. So how did you influence your sound with the natives of Atlanta, and how did they embrace you, or did you have to make them like you?
Well, I'm still making them like me now, you know what I mean, to be honest, but music is a regional thing. I learned that through promotion. is that you can have a fan base on the West Coast, and you could be doing paid shows on the West Coast, and nobody down south know who you are. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, so and I learned that through Instagram too, because I be seeing artists with blue checks and all these damn followers, and I be like, who the hell is they? But somebody know them clearly, you know. So it just go based off that, you know. Try to do the Nipsey effect, promote to those who want to hear me, and you know, those who don't can find somebody else to listen to. You know,
Right.
I've got past the point of, you know, expecting everybody to like my music. You know, I've been doing this for a minute, so I understand that I could say that some artists get sensitive when when their music is not your cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Me, not really. I rather just make my music for people who want to listen to it.
I mean, to be honest with you, you really more hardy than most dudes. Like for real. Like I ain't gonna front.
And that's a good thing.
I ain't gonna front, man. You just come with that raw. Like you kind of remind me of like a real raunchy, raw and uncut battle type rapper, and you coming to take people head off. No, like when they see you come to building, like, oh shit, they're gonna Annie O. you know what I mean? It's like, man, who the hell gonna battle her? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So that's what you like. Listen to your lyrics. That's what you remind me of. And then you got the explicit version of your lyrics too, man. And where you coming for, where you definitely got some music for the script club and whatnot. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So you say that necessary?
It's necessary.
Okay. And you know, I can understand why it's necessary though, because I tell people all the time, we wouldn't even know who Slim Thug, Mike Jones, Paul Wow, Lil Kiki. You know, you wouldn't know who your Gucci Mans and your Jeezys is and your Ludacris, because a lot of those guys in Texas music was broken in the script club, you know, by DJ Screw, and a lot of those guys in Atlanta music was broken in the script club by DJ T-Rock, right there in Magic City.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, I've been going to Magic City for years, man. You know, Magic Monday. You know what I mean? Yeah. Magic City, Club Miami, Club Onyx. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So with that being said, you know, some people be like, man, she raw, but at the same time, that don't mean that she can't make something for the radio. And I tell people all the time, man, like the streets, it's what, if the streets buy into you, then you're gonna sell.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to have, you know, something, you know, that you can really put out there in the streets where they can bang at the hood clubs, the script clubs, where they can bang at down at the clubs, as down south people call them, the hole in the walls, one way in, one way out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and I tell people all the time, those clubs, in my experience, been the most lit clubs, the one way in and one way out. But we all know that anything can go down at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
So
right. You in the
That's right. And so let me ask you a question. As far as you know, as far as you, when you see cats that make it out of the hood, and they actually be like, I'm glad I'm out the hood, but you also see cats that make good money in this music business and they still live in the hood. What's your thoughts on still living in the hood while you're rich, or making it so you can get out the hood but still coming back to do something for the hood?
Coming back, like leaving the hood and then coming back to give back. That's how it's supposed to go.
Right.
Because you can't help the poor, one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But just to be kicking it in the hood and just chilling, that makes no sense. Like that's really like having a mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't even make logical sense on why you would sit there with money in the hood amongst people who don't have money. Like, that don't make sense. So a lot of artists get killed and have been killed in their own hometowns.
Yeah.
You know, because of the fact that you feel like you got to prove that you real, or you still street, or whatever it is you trying to prove. You feel like you got to prove that to people. So you become a certain type of person, and you want to still kick it in those environments that you were in before. And, you know, shit happens.
Right. So that's what it is, though. But I like what you said. You know, like let's build it up. That don't mean you gotta live there, because you can't be worth $50-60 million, man, and still out there on the block. Like you ain't the same person that you used to be. You know what I'm saying? So, but what you can do is be like, yo, homie, you know, this what I'm gonna do for you. But you got to do right, man. You know, you kind of gotta change how you move a little bit. So I've seen cats that people help and set them up. You know what I mean? Where they ain't really got to do those extracurricular activities that they used to do. You know what I mean? Right. They can just live like an entrepreneur. And so I can see
that's because they're dealing with people that fucking with them. You know, you got a lot of rap friends who sit around niggas and still be broke. And they be big homie in them, and oh, what's up, big homie, just to get a couple dollars out of their friend. You know what I mean? Right. But if you with a person that's real, they gonna put you in a position that you don't have to do that no more. You could be able to travel, enjoy life with them. That's how it goes.
Right. So let me ask you another question, and then we'll get into the rappers. But as far as the Black community, why do you think there's so much trauma in the Black community? You know, I mean, we see it. We ain't blind. You know, I mean, it's all on the news. You know, it's all on digital media outlets and everywhere else, man. So why do you think there's so much trauma in the Black community? And how could we, as people, change the narrative? When I say we as people, I mean you, me. I mean, cause you have a tool. Your tool is your voice. We hear it. You know what I mean? We hear it. So, you know, and I have a tool. I have several platforms. So, you know, how can we kind of change the narrative? And if we are trying to change the narrative, do we have to fear for our life when we changing the narrative? That's the real question.
Well, honestly, if you want me to be completely real, I'm at the if you can't beat them, join them phase in that. Because I feel like we as a people been damaged for so long, and if you looking at how it's going, it's not getting better. It's only getting worse. You know what I mean? So you beating your head against a brick wall, trying to I guess change the narrative. All you can really do is focus on your own household. It starts with your own children. It starts with your own families, and that can trickle down to saving everything. I guess saving the world. You know, we can't keep blaming music because it always been vulgar music out. You know, so we can't keep blaming that. People got to raise their own kids and stop letting social media and TV do it.
Well, it's funny you say that, because you know my partner asked me the other day. He said, "Damn, bro." He said, "Man, I know you and your siblings my whole life, bro." And he said, "Bro, y'all ain't never got in harm's way." Like, he said, what I mean by that, like, y'all ain't never been in trouble with the law. Y'all ain't never went to prison. Y'all ain't got no felony. He's like, man, how does that work? I said, it works because, you know, we had what you call a father that put his foot on our neck and put his foot up our ass. And so it's like, you know, a lot of people fear the police, but, you know, I had that type of pops that'll put that fear in your heart. So, like, he played no games. And, you know, I was seeing my partners get jammed up, man, when I know who they were. Like, cause most of them made straight.
Yeah, we have to start glorifying the people that do it. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, it is artists that's positive. It is artists that's talking about different type of stuff. But those aren't the ones that's getting the promotion. Right. And so it's not because we don't see them. It's because people don't want to listen to it. So we got to start glorifying them and glorifying their message just as much as we glorify everything else. And like I said, that starts with individual people. No one person or no couple people can be able to change that. It starts with goals. Yeah.
And you know, I just tell people sometimes, man, you know, as far as you know, you got to have a different mentality. You know, I mean, and my partner was talking about as far as me, he was like, "All y'all stayed out harm's way." I said, "Yeah, we stayed out harm's way, man, but we was active in stuff. You know, coaching little league football, coaching little league basketball. You know, doing mentorship programs, and I just was a cat, man. That my partners are my partners. That's a lifestyle they chose. So you know, is what it was. You know, I ain't judging them, but I just always told them, man, if you can be out here hustling, then you can take some of that money, start your LLC, and run a legit business too.
Right.
And you know, and I was like, if you need help with that, just let me know. I'll help you with that. You know, just think about it. And I just kept it moving. So sometimes, you know, a lot of people need positive input, positive energy, because if they feel like the cards is stacked up against the deck already, you know, like they ain't trying to hit nothing. You know what I mean? But if you can give them some positive insight, they might not respond the first couple of times.
Like you said, LLCs. That's a lot of things people don't teach us. And when I say us, I mean Black people. They don't really teach us that. They don't really teach us what to do with money when we make it. All we know as a people is to spend it. So you can start doing that. You can start there having workshops, having a lot of entrepreneurs just talk about how it is to go from one step to another. Because like I said, nobody teaches us about business and business accounts and business credit, and nobody does that for us. So we as a people got to teach each other how it goes.
Yeah. Absolutely. You're definitely right. So now we've been experiencing a lot of rappers that's, you know, getting killed and shot down and stuff like that. So and a lot of people do blame it on how the culture has changed, as far as not blaming it on the rappers, but how we don't hold these executives accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time the record labels have a whole lot to do with the type of music that they allow artists to put out. You know, so in your opinion, you know, what do you think needs to change about the music business as a whole? You know, cause a lot of people feel like, you know, they just exploit the young up and coming rappers, you know, that's talking about the trap and like it's and they feel like it's certain things that, you know, that should have not happened. That's all I can say about that.
I think it's unfortunate that these rappers are dying, especially at such a fast rate. Like rappers dying faster than they ever did, you know. But I don't agree with blaming the labels because at the end of the day, it's a music business. You know, it's not built for how people feel. And when you're conducting a business, you have to sell people. It's about supply and demand, just like with everything else. So you have to supply what people are demanding. And if people want to hear this vulgar music about popping pills and shooting your homeboy or whatever, if that's what they want to hear, then a music business company is going to produce what people are requesting. So that's kind of how you know.
You're definitely right about that. They're definitely going to produce what people want to hear.
You know what I mean? Because they have. That's why I say back to what we were saying before. They have promoted the J. Coles. They have promoted the Kendricks and all the Most Defs and the Questloves and the Royce the 5'9s. And they have promoted these people. It's just that they, for whatever reason, society don't want to hear that.
And I feel
business. I would, if I want to make money, I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna go along with the flow. You can't beat them, join them.
That's true. So when we say society don't want to hear it, that's true. But what I would tell you this, I think a lot of people go with that type of music as far as artistry, as far as artists, because they want longevity in the business. Right. You know what I mean? And versus this generation versus my generation, you know, cause I'm a Jay-Z, Nas era, you know, Gangstar, Mobb Deep, you know, you know, that era. So versus that era, you know, versus this era. My homeboy he called me. He said, "Man, my son want to do music, man." He said, "But I don't know, bro." I was like, "Man, whether you say you don't know or not, bro, you know, he's 16 now. Once he of age, if he got the passion for it, he gonna do it."
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, you know, I think the generation of hip hop now is a lot different from my generation. You
It's
know,
watered down. And back then, the generation now is watered down. And older rappers used to care about longevity. Nowadays, it seems like rappers just want to get hot, get their money, and get out. Which is not always a bad thing, because you know when you talk about the music industries and the behind the scenes of music industries, a lot of artists back then were barely making money off their music in comparison to the artists now. You know, and now you have the labels complaining about how much money they're losing because the artists are making more money. You know what I mean? As far as like streaming, and like you almost don't need a label to make any type of money with your music. Like you could sell your music and it go straight on your pocket. You could get streaming and get 100% of your profits, you know, stuff like that. So a label is not as much needed now as it was then.
Well,
but at the same time,
depending on how you look at it, Andy, because I really think that a lot of times that artists still need those connections. I'm not saying that you still can't be independent with a label. Just like we'll take somebody like 50. 50 was with a label for a while. You know, he made money, bought his way out. Now he back independent. So a lot of times,
artists like Tech Nine, who are multi-millionaires that have never been signed. He's always been independent, and he's a multi-millionaire on his own.
You're right. He made 15 million in 1 year but if we look at his project, he had some heavy hitter features on there.
And he was very versatile. He's a very versatile artist. Yeah.
And he was on tour with some heavy hitters. Right. You know what I mean? So you know, it just, I think a lot of times, you know, connections and resources are everything. And I think, you know, a lot of artists, like, sometimes putting out the music is good thing, but sometimes letting that music circulate is better when you put it out. And when I say circulate, it take 9 months to break one single. We talking about FM radio, Clear Channel. We talking about internet radio. We talking about Sirius satellite radio. We talking about college radio, and we talking about overseas radio. 9 months. That's almost a whole year to break one single.
Right.
And so you got to work all the channels. Like I tell artists, it ain't no shortcuts. Ain't no shortcut to this shit. You got to work every channel. You know what I mean? And you know, working every channel, radio, branding, marketing, publicity. But you also got to work with great people, with good people. Because if you're not working with good people, it's gonna show. And so everybody that said they for you in the industry, that's not true at all.
Most of the time. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, if somebody say they for you in music, they ain't. You know, I didn't learn that a long time ago. That everybody fake. Like when it comes to music, everybody the damn fake. And you play yourself trying to expect real friendships. Like I'm not saying that you can't make real friends, but expecting to make a real friend is foolish.
Well, I tell people all the time, in this music business, you should go in with your hand and not your heart. When I say your hand, I mean a handshake and a conversation.
Right.
Not a conversation with wearing your feelings on your sleeve or wearing your heart on your shoulders. Because if you do that, your shit gonna be broke every time.
Right. I can agree with
every
that.
time. You know what I mean? So now you guys have an award show coming up, right?
Right.
Go ahead and drop some jewels about that award show.
All right. 2023, we got the 3rd annual Southern Independent Music Awards. It's going to be a 3-day weekend, an all-star weekend. We got the independent concert Friday. We're doing the meet and greet Saturday night. and Sunday is gonna be the actual award show. And we inviting all the artists from the South. That's Florida, Alabama, South Carolina. You know, it's gonna be different states in the building, networking. We're gonna have some DJs in there, graphic designers, a lot of media outlets, so that artists can do their thing. They can come out. The red carpet starts at 4:00. You know, it's gonna be from 4 to 11. Performance slots are open. If you want to book a performance slots, tickets are on sale now. You know what else? We doing it. We working. So
and just make sure y'all nominate the Chatterbox with King Jacob for that award.
You gotta make sure you nominate. You gotta click the link.
Yeah.
Make sure you nominate.
Yeah, no doubt. So I already been sharing it. And I already got a lot of people coming. I actually got. I'm gonna plug you guys with my homegirl, Tanya from Jersey. Cause she asked me, was y'all looking for press? So I definitely got some plugs for you for press and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a great time, and I'll be there all 3 days for sure. All 3 days I'll be there.
All right.
Yeah, I'm rocking so all 3 days. So
and remember, April 23rd. It's April 23rd next year in 2023.
April 23rd. You know.
But the weekend starts on the 21st, so it's from the 21st to the 23rd. The actual award show is on the 23rd.
So we're gonna need everybody there the whole weekend. Right. And that's what she just told you.
Right. We got the outsiders in there for the whole weekend. We're gonna be having fun. Right. There's gonna be a lot going on.
Right. And we're gonna need you suited and booted for that award show.
Yeah, you got to put your dress on.
Yeah, you're gonna need you suited and booted. You know, I might go ahead and bring out my tux for real.
Yeah, we ain't doing no gym shoes. We ain't doing, I understand I got the little high designer gym shoes or whatever. That's cool. But we ain't doing the Jordans, the jeans, the white tees. That ain't what we going on. You gotta look like grown men, grown women in there. We're gonna be doing some networking and making sure we keep all the street shit out. You know, when you tell niggas to take the baseball caps off and put on button ups, you get a different type of vibe. So we just try to bring a different type of vibe, a different type of energy.
That's why she says she wants you suited and booted, and she wants you sharper than attack. You stay on point like Stacey Adams.
You know what I'm saying?
Dig it. You know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah. Oh. Y'all bitches like really gonna have to start paying me for this game. For sure. I need a nigga that fuck like an animal. Eat on that pussy, do better than daddy do. You better make it one hell of a night. If I don't catch you nothing, I catch your attitude. Girl, make that little nigga bend for that pussy. Cut off that dick if he don't show no gratitude. Bitch, I'm a pimp, he gon' trick like a prostitute. And that fit gon' ammo dripped up. Ain't no romance in the ain't no financing. I'm chasing that chicken, bitch. Give me a bag. I keep it. Yeah, bitch, be on the motherfucker free, but they act like you pay them a fee, sucking dick just to what? I know some bitches that's popping and shit.
Ooh. Whoa. Annie O.
What's going on?
Listen. Man, you ain't have to do them like that. You ain't have to do them like that. So tell me about that song and how you came up with it. Tell me about the creation of that song.
Well, gratitude, that's my attitude all the time. You know what I mean? I be feeling like the niggas always expecting things from women, but they don't be showing gratitude, you know? So I just wanted to put that message out there. Like at the beginning, I said, y'all gonna have to start paying me for this game. Cause I just be letting them know, like, you gotta, if a nigga ain't showing you no gratitude, stop dealing with them. Stop having sex with them. Stop, you know what I'm saying? Having relations with a nigga that ain't showing you no gratitude. Like, you gotta be appreciated as a woman. You just can't have no nigga poking on you and not having, no type of dealings.
Man, you know what? Salute. You know, that's, you know, it's like I tell people, man, in life, man, like if you want the jewels and you want to grow something, you want to build an empire, you know, I mean, if you appreciate the person that you're trying to build with, then, you know, why are you even wasting their time? Like, real talk.
Intention. Like, a lot of things is based off intention. The way you start off with people is how you end it. So you got to start off with, you know, and the weirdest shit in the world is that people be shitty people and expect good people to want to deal with their shitty ass. Like, I don't understand that for none in the world. I never understand.
It's something that nobody should understand, because you know how you gonna shit on somebody and then want people to rock with you or do something for you. Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy. So all right, man, we down to the count. So I just want to say, man, I'm looking forward to being at the award show. I'm looking for some big things from you, and I got a feature for you. You know, if you down, I'm gonna call your mom and talk to her about it, and so she can relay the message to you. Cause I know you don't like talk. Cause I've heard that you don't like talk to folks. You don't talk to folks like that. So you know.
I don't really like that. I ain't really like doing the talking thing.
Yeah. So, but you know, I just think it's always building a connection, and you know, I think that you're the type of person once you know somebody is genuine, and then you know
I'm a tourist. You know what I'm saying? So I once I get to know people.
Yeah. And so I'm a Gemini, and so I don't rock with everybody.
Right. You funny.
You know yeah. That's me. Always. That's me. I don't rock with any and everybody because you can't. You know what I mean? You know, so. But yeah, tell people how they can get in touch with you and tell them what you got coming up, and we're gonna get out of here.
All right. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Everything Annie O. I got Do Your Shit and Miss Parker out right now. Make sure y'all cop that. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, you know, all that cute shit. Make sure y'all download, stream, like, share. And make sure y'all tap in. Nominations are open right now for the Southern Independent Music Awards. If y'all want to be nominated or a part of the award show, make sure y'all like and share the event page on Facebook, or y'all can follow us on Instagram at SIM Awards and click the link. Make sure y'all nominate yourselves, nominate y'all people, get involved, you know, because the whole program is for y'all. So get involved.
That's why you heard it first. So make sure you nominate the Chatterbox, as I have already nominated myself, and I've been sharing it like crazy. So make sure, and for press, get at me so I can plug you in.
Media, sponsors, vendors, all that. Make sure y'all tap in.
All right, you heard it first. So, and as always, Annie, it's definitely a blessing to have you on. I appreciate your dialect, your dialogue, and I appreciate you dropping those jewels, and continue to drop those jewels. And you know, if anything I can do to help you, I will. You know, and your mom know I'm just a phone call away. So I just wanted to say peace and blessings to you.
All right, I appreciate you too. Thank you for sharing your platform with me and chopping it up with me. It's all I love. I appreciate the support.
All right, no doubt. All right, peace out.